this side, because we are turned around. That just looks a little weird, doesn't it? But we're gonna leave that because the whole shebang might fall apart, fall to pieces. It's Tuesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, that's looking all right. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day. Okay. Is that far back enough? Good morning, y'all. Okay, I think that's set up fine. I think that is set up okay. It's a chit chat and watch this thing type of day. You're kind of in my face. So how's everybody doing? We'll wait until everybody comes along. Come on in. We're going to have some ding, ding, dinging today going on with my phone because I have alerts that need to alert me. So I have that going on. All right, you're doing good. You're doing good. Good morning, and welcome everybody. Yeah, we should be live. Let me send a quick message to somebody. Good morning, Andrea. How are you? Good to see you. Very good to see you this morning. Okay, below. I'm not worried about that one. So, okay, let's move that. Welcome, y'all. I am doing way too many things at one time, but isn't that the way things work? Doing way too many things at one time. I need to set this goal for the week in this here, but I did not do that yet. Let's put that there. My desk is messy again. I think the only time my desk is clean is the day that I clean it at the time that I finish cleaning it. I think that's it. Only the day that I clean it at the time that I clean it, because other than that, there's nothing clean about it. What did I buy from Target? I don't even remember. Oh, went to the Starbucks. Okay, I went to the Starbucks. Andrea, I went to the Starbucks. And it was like $6 for this small cup. I should have bought that in. They call it the medium cup. Are you familiar with the Starbucks medium cup? Girl. Dina, good morning. Come on in. Y'all come on in the room. It's a good thing I had a gift card, okay? Because I've got gift cards in my my wallet that I'm trying to spend out. So I found another Starbucks gift card, and so I went to go spend it. Well, that little thing was $5.55. I was like, what? But it was good though. It was good. It was the dragon fruit situation drink. I don't know if you know. I don't know if anybody know that dragon fruit is mixed with. You either mix it with lemonade or you mix it with water. Let me tell you something. I think it's a splasher. Let me tell you something. It was good. It was good. It had frozen dragon fruit pieces in it, of course, but it was good. When you clear the dining table, you tell Bobby to come. Because you already know that the only time it's going to be clean is at the particular time that you clean it. Like it almost makes no sense, but it does make sense. It almost makes no sense, but it makes sense. Good morning, Shauna. How are you? Come on into the live, everybody. Trying to clear my little mess here. Trying to clear my mess a little bit. Let me put this here. Let's put that right there. So now my desk look a little bit cleaner. You got to clean your stuff. I did that last night. Oh my gosh, I did that last night. Oh, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to when I'm going to put Foil paper. I'm gonna go back to put foil paper on my stove. Like it's so ratchet and so ghetto. But I'm sure they have those. I'm sure they have those things that you can clean with. That those things you could put on your stove, right? I'm sure they have those things you could put on your stove to catch the stuff. Mine is gas. So I'm sure they have that, but man, I'm going to go back to be ratchet. I'm gonna put some foil paper on that baby and get it done that way. Clean that overhead, the vent, your vent hood. You're gonna use the foil, yeah, because I'm sick of it. I am so sick of all the mess that get on there. At least that way, I'm just pulling the foil off, wrap it up, and then throw it in the trash. I am so about to put some foil paper on there. I'm about to be so ratchet. I can't take it. I can't take it. Because it's either that or you're wiping it off after every single use. And who do that? Who got time? Which one of y'all got time for that? Because I don't have time for that. Which one of y'all got time for that? Who do that? Who do that? Um, an hour or two at most. What I do need to do is to set my oven to self clean, but then I got to take the racks out. And it's like, if you take the racks out, I mean, who gonna clean the racks? When you take the racks out, who's gonna clean these racks? Why don't the oven clean the racks as well? They need to make the racks the same material as the oven so that it can stay in there and be clean. Like they're not being fair to us. I don't think that's being fair to us at all. I don't think that's being fair to us at all. What's the temperature today? We're gonna need to write the temperature down today. We're gonna need to write the temperature down today. No thanks for that. Okay, because it's gonna be hot. That's all I see. But it's not gonna be as hot as it's been for the past couple days, right? It's been hotter. Oh, Andrea, these are old nails. I'm in the process of taking them off, but they are so cute. The next ones are gonna be a little bit longer than this. Hold on, let me see if I can get an angle up properly. Look at, they are so cute. They are so stinking cute. I got them from Temu. Okay, got some little designs on them, floral type of design. I mean, this one I think you can see clearly. Let me see if I put it next to something. Maybe does that make it any better? Maybe no, I think it makes it a little darker, maybe. Maybe. Oh yeah, this one's like one of my favorite ones. It makes it a little darker, but either which ways it goes, they're very cute, very cute. Now with the Temu nails, what had happened in the past, oh, I'm not even paying attention to my stuff here and messing up my money, y'all. Dang. In the past, what happens with them is that it would split because they're a little soft. Um, they would split. So this one has lasted a pretty long time. I've had this on now for going on a week and a half. So I did already, take off the thumbs because I'm taking that off today. I was sitting here at the desk and I was like, listen, I think I should just go ahead and take it off because the next ones that I'm going to be putting on is long. As a matter of fact, let me go get it and I'll show you. It's from Temu again. I'm using up what I had purchased from them. I'm using up what I had purchased from them. Hold on, I'll be back. So of course they were pretty cheap on there. So, yeah, cheapy things. They do come with the little things to press on, the little plastic stuff, but that doesn't work. Hey Katie, good morning. How are you? But let me show you these ones. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. These are so pretty. Is this the same thing? Almost. They're almost the same things. Okay, let's see where you guys are. I don't know. Can you see that? Well, they're pretty much the same, but they're different. See, the design style is different. They're so pretty. Mm, is that? And hopefully these designs can fit on one or two of my nails. I don't know which ones they gonna fit on, but look, ah, look at that. So you can't really cut them down because nope, this hand. You can't really cut them down because you'll mess up the design, right? You'll mess it up. Let me see. Let me get another one. I think this one I showed you guys already. I did, not this one though. So whatever, hold on. So whatever finger these fit the design ones fit on is what it's gonna go on. Look at that. That is so pretty. That's the same. That one I already showed y'all. Of course, then they have the plain one. They got the plain, it's the ombre looking plain business. Oh, this one too. I didn't show you this one. So this is another one. Wait, hand here. And that one has it right at the very bottom. Uh, right? Very cute. Let's see. I think that's all for the design. Yeah, that's all the type of design. The rest of them is plain. And this one has, how many of them have design on it? Because they got limited size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a dozen. So 12 of them have the design on it, and the rest of them does not in the package. So that's what's happening. And like I said, those are definitely a little bit longer than these. Where are you at? So it's going to be like, well, no, they're a lot longer. Wait, wait. I can't. Tamara, you so ridiculous. That much longer. Trying to see how to twist it, Tamara. Get your life together today. Get your life together. Ugh. I just cannot with her. Good morning, Riddick. Good morning. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Did I miss anyone else that came in? Good morning to you all. So that's what I'll be using this weekend with the glue, and hopefully it lasts me for a while, because I do have a trip that's coming up that I'm gonna be heading on next week. So yes, hopefully it goes through the weekend, through the trip. And those longer ones, y'all, I really only try to put those on when I don't I don't plan on doing anything much that I need my hands for. Don't ask me to do any natural labor. Exactly, Andrea. See, I just said it. Yeah, it's normally when something like that is happening, then I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm not going to be doing anything much. So let's go on ahead and put that on. I don't plan on it. Good morning, How are you? How are you today? Thank you very much for the peace and the blessings. I'm so glad to have you all here today. All right, so let me move over back to this side. Y'all, I'm watching something, and I think I need to just go on ahead and get out so I can focus on you guys and what you guys got going on today, or what I got going on with y'all today. I think I should do that. Let's see if I can get an opportunity to do that, though. Yeah. How was your weekend? Hey, Washington, good morning. Welcome, welcome. How was y'all weekend? How was your weekend? My weekend was good. It was kind of a little like, what? Say what? What's happening? What's going on? What? It was a little like that. It was a little bit like that. Had a good weekend, but it was too hot. It really was. It really was. It really was too hot. Like, I looked outside for most of the times and I was like, who's going out there? But I had to go out there. I had to go out there. Up and all right. So I'm gonna give y'all. It was humid. Yeah, no, it was just hot for us. It was just hot for us. Whew. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and say a word of prayer. Also, bad news. It's supposed to be a long summer. It's okay. It's okay. That's not necessarily bad. A celebration today. Your son. Oh, absolutely. On Sunday. Absolutely. Absolutely. So today's Mr. Techie's birthday. He's not here. So, we'll celebrate when he gets back. He is out of town. He out of town doing the thing that he normally does. So let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your grace yet again, oh God, towards us. We pray, Heavenly Father, that you will give us your peace today. We pray, Heavenly Father, that you would help us, oh God, to seek you in all things, to seek you first, to seek you and your wisdom, Father Lord, because we are unable to navigate this world by ourselves. We are unable to navigate all the thoughts that's running through our mind, all the things that's on our to-do list without you, God. And so we invite you into our day. We invite you into our life. In Jesus' name, amen. Because I need some navigation. Okay. I need some navigation. I need some GPS. I need some GPSing going on. Need some GPS going on. So because I am putting the nails on, I'm gonna get out like some of my planners. Okay, here's the question for you. Whoa, Pine and Ginger, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's been such a long time. It's so good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well. So listen, y'all. When you are planning your day, when you're planning your week, how many items do you have out? You did, girl, you message me. Let me see if you close enough. Message me. That's if you want to hook up. That's if you want to one day, somewhere, somehow, maybe just meet and say hello. That's if. Just message me, private message me on the Instagram. And I say that because sometimes we be like, oh, yeah, we should get together. No, I don't want to get together with you. So maybe you don't want to get together with me, and that's okay. I won't take it personal. I won't. I won't take it personal. But we just be taking for granted that people since we have some sort of relationship, people wanna connect. I don't want to connect with you. It's not like that. It's not like that. Yo, yo, we take that stuff for granted, yo. And these people are like, not you, boo, not you, not you, not you. Woo. Okay, enough of the foolishness. Enough of the foolishness. So I was asking a question. Asking a question. And the question was, when you are planning, how many items do you literally have out? How many items do you have out? Because I feel like sometimes, sometimes, people have a misconception to think that you only need a pen and your one little planner or your one little notebook when you're actually planning your day or planning your week. Forget it if we're planning the month, right? Forget it. The whole cart is out on the table. The whole Riddick just says, I don't even count. It's a lot. Riddick said, just a lot. It's just been your pen. Look, Shauna's like, just been my pen. Look. We drove to North Carolina recently from Florida and stopped at Bucky's in Georgia on the way to and from. Okay, Andrea, you did. Hey, and your highlighter, you have none out. You've been planning in your mind. Girl, because my mind cannot handle any of that stuff. My mind can't be trusted. So I have to have something. I have to have something. Okay. So when I'm seriously sitting down to plan, I have several things out. Okay. And for me, I have to have several things. I cannot just have one thing because of creating the process that works best for me, right? You have a high stack of sticker books to put away. Planning the week, a lot of stuff like 5 sticker books, list of things to put down in advance, and your phone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of the things that I have, of course, I have to have out my daily. Okay. And let's say that's just me planning for today because I got to plan today. I gotta have my daily planner. So that is whatever I'm using as a daily planner at that time. Okay, right now I am in the pocket size rings, and that's what I have that I'm using mainly for on the go, right? Mainly for on the go. So I mainly do that. Even when I'm in the house, I find that I'm now using that in the house because it helps me to stay more focused. It helps me to stay more focused. Can't forget the 60 pence and tweezers on the floor. Oh my goodness, Shauna. So out of the top, the loop with planning like you used to. We all be there, Ginger. We all be there. We all be there. And sometimes we out for a while. You know what I mean? We're just going. We're just moving through life. So it's okay. And sheets of paper, sticky note, and that stuff is our friend. Just that. And that's good. And that's okay. Right? Because we've all been there. Because sometimes that's all I want. Just give me a little notebook. Give me a little notebook. Right? So I've got my daily whatever I'm using at that point. Okay. Then, of course, I'm going to have my pens. I'm going to have my highlighters. I'm now using, I try to use, just keep the one pen with the one thing or use the one pen for everything, right? So the one pen is in the loop of my pocket. And then that one pen, when I'm sitting down, my pocket is next to me. So if I'm planning my day or anything else, my week, and I need to write in something and I'm pulling it, I'm using that one pen. However, I do have my little pouch right here that I have another pen in just in case I want to use that. Okay. So I have the highlighters of the month because now I pick a couple highlighter shades to use for the month. I have two. Really, this purple stuff was last month. So this purple stuff need to be put away. So that was last month. So I have my permanent marker here because when you need to write on stuff that needs a permanent marker, you gotta have it. It's my fine tip permanent marker, one, two, three highlighters. And I tried to use this little white outline pen thingamabob. That doesn't even work for me. It doesn't even work for me. But I'm gonna try it again anyway because I have it. Because I have it to have. And then I have this darker EC marker pen. Okay, in case I need something bold, but right now I'm not doing that. So this little pouch, this little thing right here, and I change the pouch out depending. I just feel like the pouch goes with the planner cover. You know how we do the matchy thing. So I change this out on a monthly basis or as necessary, as needed. So I'll change that out, right? But it still remains every month, everything that I'm using pen wise, writing instrument wise, it goes in there and it goes right here. That's it. So if I'm not using the pen or my additional pen, which I have one right here, I'm putting it back in here. I'm trying to be organized. Okay. I'm trying to stay and keep my stuff organized and clean so I can find them. Good morning, Court Beaver. How are you? Bringing joy to your life this morning. You will ask for a minute. We're not that far. Court Diva, we could try, girl. We could try. We could try. But you know how the life be life in, right? And so I have that right here just to help me with it's for my sanity. Okay. I have it right there for my sanity to help me so that I can find my stuff. Because one of the biggest hindrances to easily planning is not being able to find my stuff. Okay. Not being able to find my stuff. That's one of the biggest hindrances because when you can't find the sticker that you're looking for, when you can't find the pen that you're looking for, when you can't find the markers that you're looking for, it just makes it more frustrating. Um, you are liking your Pentel Energel 0.38. Ooh, small. Ooh, you just went and purchased 5 Tombow. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Matchy matchy. So that's one of the biggest hindrances when you can't find what you're looking for. So I now go through and pick out the stickers that I'm using for the entire month. I now, because I'm using that one set of stickers across every single thing that I have that I'm putting any kind of sticker in. And I have one set of pens, items, and such that I'm using for the month. Okay. So that makes it easier for me to be able to grab all that stuff. Is it a perfect system? Absolutely not. Sometimes it goes, but so far it's working out pretty well, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that. You're using a 0.382. Boy, those tips are tiny. I don't even know what size this one is that I'm having right here. This was a pen that was gifted to me. It's a 0.5. Okay, it's a 0.5. I think 0.5 is the smallest I would want to go. I have had some that's smaller than that too, but I think that is the smallest that I would want to go as well. Okay, so I have my highlighters, my pens, I got my daily planner. I also have, y'all, I also, when I'm planning my week, my day, my month, it doesn't matter. I also have some sort of note paper, right? I got to have some sort of note paper. Because of the process that my mind goes through, that I need to go through in order to properly um, do my planning system, which is to make the list, organize the list, and then, do the list. Pretty much make it, organize it, do it. So I need a note paper to be able to take everything from the different sources that they're coming from and compile that list. I need note paper. Good morning, Flores. How are you? How are you? Let's see. Uh, in your daily, you've just been using your Hobonichi cousin and your S gel Sharpie and your highlighter. You can't remember what it's called. Okay. Have you noticed a lot of planner content creators haven't been on YouTube for a long time? We getting older though, really, but I'm not 100% sure. But we get older. We get older. It need to be them newbie people. Okay, them newbie people. They got some more energy. Okay, excepting like some of the old faithfuls. They've been chugging along. They've been chugging along. Good morning, Flores. If I didn't say good morning before. Anyway, so I need the note paper. Gotta have note paper. So beside me, I have right now, like I have this little messy situation going on right next to me. But I have hanging from that the little note sheets that I use for what's my focus right now. What is the thing that I'm working on right now? Which means, like for today, what I would do is I'll take my handy dandy highlighter, and this goes right on a section in my pocket, right? So I'll take the highlighter and I'll highlight the top section, and I'll just write daily focus on there. All right. If you go back to, we talked about with Amanda's favorites, she talked about listing three things. She does those three things, and then after she does those three things, she lists three more. That's way too many for my ADHD, right? That's just three. That's too much. So what I do is I'll write down, what am I supposed to be doing right now? And right now it's the morning tea. Okay, that's it. That's it. So I will have that right on the front section of my planner, and it would be open to this little thing. I tear it off and put it there with a ollie clip, and it'll be open to that. And then after the morning tea is over, I cross that out, and then I'm like, what's the very next thing that I need to do after I get off the morning tea? Y'all, I need to eat, right? I need to eat. And you know how I know that I need to eat? Because I forgot that I was supposed to eat before I came on this morning tea. Why is my hash brown still in the air fryer? And I just remembered it. That is why I need to write everything down. By the time I made myself a cup of tea, put the hash browns in the air fryer, I forgot all about it. Y'all, I done forgot about it. I forgot about that. This is why. Okay? So I need to eat. Then after I eat, I put the next thing. So there's this particular one right here that's on there. Next, what's on here is going to be, I have a uh the bed from a bed in, oh no, Flores. Oh no. Like, did you get a cut, Flores? Is that what it is? Is that what had happened? You got injured? So I have this is for my pocket size, which I cut down by hand. Y'all, I'm about to go and find on a good 30, 40% off the the pocket size punch, because I'm sick of punching this all by myself, right? Paper, because I got lots of paper to cut down. So this is a no-tea paper that I cut down because I'm using up my supplies. That little notepad I already had too. So whenever that finishes, I'll find something else that I have and I'll use that instead, right? And so I have this, or sitting here right next to me right now is one of these. Like, who has a bunch of these notebooks that they don't use? I mean, it don't matter what it look like. It don't matter what it look like. I got a bunch of them and I don't be using them. A bunch of them and don't be using them. So I have this and I have this. Okay, so let's say in this one, and I'm trying to get a blank page because most of it is written on in here. Okay, so I get a blank page, and what I will do is I will take all the information from all the sources and I will put them on this note page. I'll put them on a note page. My sources are going to be my main planner. Okay, so my main planner, this is the EC dashboard, y'all. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, what is it that I said that I wanted to do today? So today I want to go grocery shopping. I want to go to the dump and I'm doing the morning tea. Those were like the top 3 things that I had put down that I wanted to go ahead and do. Okay. Grocery shopping, going to the dump, and doing the morning tea. I'm going to go ahead and put a check next to the morning tea because I'm on here. I'm on here. Okay. So those are the main 3 that I needed to do for here. Then I'm going to take my pocket planner. I'm going to flip through that and flip through, okay, what's all the stuff that I had on my list from yesterday that wasn't done, maybe from the day before that wasn't done. Hold on a second. Hello. Yeah, no, I don't think I need that. That I still needed to do. So previous day's task, I'm dumping that on the list as well. I might have done something yesterday, and then based on what I've done yesterday, it triggered something else that needed to be done today in addition to that. All of that goes on the list. So all of that goes on the list, right? And then after all of that goes on the list, I'm looking at the list and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff to do. That's a whole lot of stuff to do. That's a whole lot of stuff to do. Okay. So, like, that is some stuff that I wrote down just off the top of my head this morning. I wrote it down here. But that's a lot of confusion that's happening. So then I go through, so make the list. Then I go through and organize the list. So I'm sorting through the list and I'm looking at, how those tasks could be done. Like, how can I do these? Some of them are going to be in home. Some of them are going to be while I'm out on the road. So if it's stuff that's out on the road, thinking about the direction that I'm going to be driving, what needs to be done first, second, third, fourth, and then I can head back in. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Right? How am I going to handle that? If it's stuff that need to be done in the house, okay, what am I going to be done first, second, third? Because you know the energy and you know the temptation to take a nap when you home. What am I going to do first, second, third? What's the most important thing to do while I'm in the house? What's going to take more energy? So, and I move forward. So once I decide those things, and that process happens pretty quickly, it takes longer to talk about it than anything else. So once I decide those things, then I'm going to move it from just the list on your sheets of paper, your notebook, and I'm going to organize it up on this, right? And this is what's going to go inside of my pocket. And then it's going to go from the inside of the pocket to the daily focus list. And that's how I'm going to get my stuff done. Okay. That's how I'm going to get my stuff done. Because other than that, Other than that, my brain is like, You already want to take a nap? Absolutely. Absolutely. The I want to take a nap is strong. The I want to take a nap is strong. Um, okay. I'm just looking at alert that came through and I'm good with that. So, um I've been resisting the taking a nap for a couple days and let me tell y'all, it's hard out here. It's hard out here to resist taking that nap. It's hard out here. A project day, a chore day, or an errand day. You always ask yourself that. I have to mix things up unless I get hyper focused on something. So, because of the way my brain works, this neuroness, right? Because of that, one of two things is going to like I have to stay focused doing this and then this and then this and then this. If I move to the left to the right, if my eyes flicker to the side, I'm distracted. If my eyes just flicker to the side, if I have a stray thought that comes into my head, ooh, I can get distracted. So I usually have my mini or a notebook or something next to me, even when I'm washing dishes, it don't matter, so that I can write whatever my thoughts are that came to my head that I need to do. Because if I think about doing something, I will immediately turn and go do it. Whatever I'm doing, finish right, right. I'll do it. Like I'll stop and do it. I don't know if anybody else's brain is like that. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go do it. And so I have to kind of train myself to know this is not the appropriate time for you to do that. Stay focused on this thing that you're doing right now. Right. So I always have something to write on. Let me tell you, if I don't have something to write on, this is what happens. I leave where I am to come into my room to get something to write on. And in my room, my bed is in my room. My computer is in my room. The TV is in my room. There's so many distractions in my room. And then there's a path on the way to my room. And there are other things for me to get distracted with on the way to my room. And then an hour later was what I should have done is still half undone. And the thing that I left to come and do, which is to pick up the thing with the paper so I could go ahead and write, I picked it up, but I sat down, or I picked it up, but I lay down. You know what I mean? So easily distracted is a whole thing in my life. So I got to do my best and put things in place to help me to stay focused. Oh, look, I need to water my indoor plants. Water indoor plants. So someone said something and I never thought about it, but it's so true. Like, can you actually think about nothing? Is there ever a quiet moment in your head when you're not thinking about something? And I'm like, no. Like, isn't that normal for everybody? Sticker, when it ain't gonna be real quick. It's not gonna be real quick, right? So I'm like, no, there's always something going on in my head. Like always. Like from the moment I wake up, even in my sleep, there's stuff going on in my head. Like there's never a quiet moment. Sure, right. Like, what do you mean? Like, I've never heard of that. And obviously, it happens to people. Like, it happens when people are just relaxing. Like, oh, like when they say for you to just be quiet, quiet your mind and meditate. I'm like, do you know how many stories I've already cooked up in my head? You know how many stories I've already cooked up in my head? Like, even if you're telling me to focus on something, I make a story about the thing. Like how you're having a daydream, I make a story about that thing in my head when you're trying to tell me to focus on something. No, I don't do that. I always got stuff going on in my head. Like there's always stuff going on in my head. And I'm always like stuff going on in me talking to myself in my head. So I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So because there's never a quiet moment, there's always something going on up here. There's always to do, to write, to see, to learn. Like At the weirdest times, right? The oddest things would come into my head, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I should go try that." No, 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 no. So, yeah, I gotta keep myself on task and shake myself up to make sure that I'm, doing what I need to do. Not only do I need to keep myself on task for that, I also have to try to keep myself from getting obsessive about certain things, right? Obsessive about certain things. So, um, I've been looking at, y'all, I've been looking at cupcake videos. Obsessed. Obsessed. Like, I've been looking at cupcake videos. And not making cupcake videos, cupcake decorating videos. Yeah, I promise you, YouTube is here making me think that I can decorate cupcakes. Obsessed. Obsessed. Right? Watching these videos morning, noon, and night. And I'm like, yes, I gotta go buy this tip. And I'm making notes of the different tips and taking pictures and adding to my screenshot collection of the design that I like. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Oh, that's so fancy. I could do that one. I could do that one too. Let me write down the tip. And I'm in the Walmart looking like, yeah, oh, this is the tip. I should get this one. Like, why? Why? Are you gonna be making cupcake for a living? Like, why? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I have to be careful that anything that I'm thinking of doing does not become an obsession. Right? Right? I don't become, well, I I don't want to use the word obsession. Too engrossed or too entangled or something with it, right? Like I'm just here like, ooh, right? So I have to be very careful with those type of things. Judith Serber, you have to tell your mind. Yes, Andrea, mine is floating everywhere, everywhere. You bought stuff for making homemade gummies. Am I gonna do it? Shauna, make the gummies. Make the gummies. That would be nice, right? So I have to keep myself from learning how to not, maybe that's what they call to be hyper focused on something, I don't know, or fixate on something after. And it's not in a crazy way, it's just, yeah, just like how I started with this particular thing with my plants, and then it just right, it's like, girl, calm down. It's like trying to tell our to calm ourselves down when we start to do something. It's crazy. So focus is important for me because I will get hyper focused on one thing and I don't want to do anything else, only that one particular thing. So I have to be careful with that. Now, you full of unfinished projects that you have to get done before 2026 go. Andrea, you better start making that your goal and take out one thing at a time and let that one thing be your goal. You get that too in your head, it ends up being paralyzing for you, so you don't get anything done. When you write it down, you have a better chance of doing or putting it into action. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. So another tool that I have handy, well, two things that really has helped me also over the years, because I suffer from unrealistic expectations of time. Or my unrealistic view of time. When you say, "Oh, we could do this in the month." All right, I think I have all the time in the world. You know what I mean? And so my monthly calendar, I have a desk calendar right here. So it's another item that I normally have when I'm planning my month, my week, whatever the case may be. I buy that Erin Condren desk calendar every single year. I purchase that. And if I don't have it, I'm out of sorts. I'm out of sorts. Right. And what I do with the desk calendar is I would go ahead and put on it all the things that I have it right here. Nita said the music in the background. it helps me to really and truly visualize the things that's going on for myself for the month. Now you can use the calendar in your regular planner. I also use the one in my power sheets. I also use that. But there's times when it's just not big enough for me. It's not big enough. I need to be able to write more things on there so that it's going to bring it to my attention. I need to be able to see that so that I know, oh, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is why I can't do this. And this is why, or I cannot do this. Right. So I need to be able to see that these are the things that's happening, or else I will plan 10 things at the same time. For example, I promised a friend of mine maybe a month ago when she said she was doing something that I would be there to support her with that thing that she's doing. Then I talked to another friend maybe a week later and they were like, guess where we're going? We're going out of town. Your game. And I'm like, I want to go to the beach. I'm game. Right. And so I'm doing that as well. And then I didn't write them down on this big calendar. I didn't. I did not. And I don't have a calendar in my pocket. I didn't write it down. And so because I didn't write it down, y'all, guess what had happened? I'm not gonna be here. And so I had to when I had to go back and check it, and then I'm focused on prepping this week for something, and then it's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So one of the other things that I gotta have is my desk calendar, and I gotta make sure as much as possible I come in here and I write down everything that's going on, that's supposed to be going on, because if I do not, it's going to be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Right? And so I have that. So not only do I use my desk calendar to help me with that, I also use the weekly layout to help me with the week. Now, initially, when I thought of a weekly planner, because I wasn't much of a weekly planner, just a daily planner, it would just be the task and the chores and the things that need to be done for the week. And it wasn't that important for me, right? It wasn't that important. Let me cancel this. Open. Hold on a second. Um, right? But now it's so much more important for me. Let's say I have a program to plan at church, right? I got a program to plan at church. I could write down the list of tasks that need to be done, but that still, it doesn't register with my mind properly, right? It doesn't register with my mind because I will see the individual day and the task list to be done, but I will think to myself that I can put off that task to tomorrow or to another day. No, ma'am. That's not how it works. You got to do these things on this day or else it's going to be a problem. I have to be able to see that whole, if you don't do this today, this is going to be a problem for tomorrow. I've got to be able to see that when I'm planning something like a program at church, and this is why you need to get this done. It may not work that way for others, but it has to work that way for me to be able to know to myself, this is the deadline. This is the deadline. If my mind doesn't think we have a deadline, we're gonna do it the day of. It's gonna be the day of the event, and I'm just now calling people to ask them if they could do something. Ma'am, what are you doing? So one of the things that help is the weekly calendar, right? That helps me to be able to say, I want to get this done this day, this done this way, this for this day. And that's for that particular project, right? For whatever project that I'm working on. I don't necessarily need that for my home chores, home tasks, things like that that are mundane. I don't need it for that. But I need it for anytime I'm planning out anything that is going to need multiple items done, even especially if it involves other people too on a regular basis. So this is something that I had gotten for free. This is in my collection, right? This one is a Notique weekly pad. So you don't have to use a planner, right? You don't have to use a weekly planner per se, but you need to have something that your mind recognizes and accepts to give you the weekly view of what you want to do. Okay, you got to get something. And so I'll go ahead and I'll put down this for the week and say, okay, on Sunday, what am I doing towards this project? On Monday, what am I doing towards this project? On Tuesday, what am I doing towards this project? And then that way, my mind can have the clear view that it needs. And then I can say, okay, all right. So this is what I need to do, and this is my main focus. So then this item is the first thing that's going to go here. It's the first thing that's going to go here. Is that main focus item. Okay. That's what's going to go there. For that day, if it's something that I can do while I'm at home. If it's something that I have to leave the house for, then I've got a plan for that. But at least it's planned out and I'm able to have that focused on. You see what I'm saying? And I hope that makes sense. So I have to have multiple items when planning, y'all. I cannot, and I say it again, because of the way my brain works, I cannot pick up a pen with a with a notebook or a piece some sticky notes or anything like that and just jot down the to-do list for jot down a to-do list and then do the stuff on the to-do list. I no. We have to organize that stuff in a way that my brain likes, that makes sense, that flows well. And then I have to take the thing off and one at a time. I don't care. Even if it's using the sticky note here, one at a time. I like to use these when I'm at my computer, right? I like to use these when I'm at my computer, and then I will write the one thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I'll take it off and I'll just stick it right on my computer somewhere that I can that I'm always looking. So that way I can see that, ma'am, this is what you're focused on. Because when I'm on my computer, do y'all know how easy it is to get distracted on the computer? Do y'all know how easy it is to get distracted on the computer? Y'all know? And so I need to make sure that I'm focused, that this is a thing that I'm supposed to be doing, right? Whether it's on the computer or on the phone, right? So I do use my phone also when I'm planning. And mainly my phone is used for, going through messages to take a look at what someone had said and what they asked me to do or what I said I was going to do or write down, oh, look, you forgot to respond to people's messages. Okay. So let me write that down again too. Respond to messages. Oh, call. Absolutely. There you go. Right? So, more things added to the list. Yeah, so this is kind of some of what I'm working with when it comes to all the tools that I'm using to plan my week, to plan my day. Um, because I need them. I need the stuff. And of course, we put a sticker on there to make it cute or to make it pretty. It doesn't have to go on there, but it makes it prettier, it makes it cuter. I currently don't use stickers in my pocket. I don't use stickers in there, okay? Because the pocket is to help me be focused, period. Like I need to get in there, do the thing I need to do, no distractions. So even though the pocket itself is a whole distraction, let me just tell y'all, the pocket is a whole distraction itself. But the pocket planner is a whole distraction itself. Um, However, I try to use it to stay focused and use it for what I I'm using, what I'm doing with it. It's small enough that hopefully I don't get too out of hand with anything that's going on in there. And bam, and that's it, y'all. That's it. But I can't. I am in awe of people who are able to just use one thing and call it a day. I'm in awe of those who could just use this one little thing and move it on. Like their brain it must be wonderful in their brain. It must be wonderful with their brain. Oh, but I cannot. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I have not learned that secret sauce. Yes, yet. I have not learned that secret sauce. I have not learned that secret sauce. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. Um, Hold on one second, y'all. Let me pull up something else. Um, which I should have pulled this up already, but it is what it is. We're just gonna have to work with it as that is. Okay, probably not that one. Probably this one. Okay, we're gonna stay right here. All right, very good. So let me give y'all a little update. Now that we've talked about that, Shauna says, I was always a weekly planner and just now started your daily. Okay, very good. Very good. I do have also my daily planner for when I need time. I'm I'm starting to accept, um I'm starting to really and truly be more accepting in my the brain is being more accepting